11 part of when a broken angel was forced to marry a merciless mafia. Author point of view. Jin had been embracing you when Jimin told him that you were crying when you called him through Taehyung's phone. Jin, what's going on? Jimin smiled, being satisfied when he saw Taehyung's reflection disappeared from the mirror. Jan, nothing is going on. Jimin is just exaggerating. Jimin, yeah, let's leave that. I already sorted out her problem. Jane, but you two gotta tell me now. Jimin, she was missing you and wanted to meet you. Simple. You said that he didn't blow up the real reason. Jin, then you are not leaving now. I will tell Taehyung to leave. Jan, but Oppa, you felt bad to refuse when Jin was insisting with so much love. Jan, okay, I will tell him then. You stepped out of the exit door as Taehyung said that he would be in the lawn. He was standing near his car with his both hands in his pant pockets. You admired his beauty under the moon and stars. Jan, Taehyung, he didn't budge. You went near him and on his cheek. You blushed when his eyes fell on your face. Ta, are you done? Let's go. You felt distance in his voice and you held his hand before he would get into his car. Jan, Oppa wants me to stay for the night. Can I, please? You whined like a child while clinging onto his arm. Ta, no. He removed your hand. Jan, I never stayed after marriage. I really want to. Ta, you are not staying, Jan. Get inside the car. He was about to lose his patience. Jan, can't I even stay at my home? Jan, Ta, no, you cannot. You flinched when he yelled with his eyes. Jan, I just want to stay for a night, you murmured with your puppy eyes. His nostrils flared. With his eyes fixed on you, he opened the door and gestured you to get in. You looked at the front seat and then at him while fidgeting with your fingers. Jan, I am not going. I will stay here. You stated a little loudly and gulped when his eyes turned into a more darker shade. He held you by your arm and pushed you inside the car. You forgot to breathe when he shut the door with all his force. All that happened in a moment and he drove his car out of there. Jan, Tehang I, ta, no Jan, not even a single word. Your heart droned way too down as his voice was ear piercing. You sealed your lips. You turned your face towards the window. Tears rolled down from your eyes as you were unable to understand his sudden rude behavior. You followed him inside the room with small steps and regretted your life decisions when he took off his coat and threw it on the bed. You had seen him leashed out, but not with you. Ta, shut the door. His cold, deep voice left your mind frozen. You shut the door and turned towards him. Ta, come here. Standing in the middle of the room, he demanded. You went near him. Ta, what does this marriage mean to you? You weren't expecting this question. Tehang, why are Ta? Answer the question, Yan. Ta. His rough tone and hardened face brought tears to your eyes that you didn't let out. Ta. Do you even value this relation? You don't, right? Jan, what's wrong with you? You yourself took me there, and as your wish, I came back with you. Then why, Ta? Did you call Jimin today with my phone? Another question, and you couldn't blink, staring at his straight face. Jan, I just tears escaped when he pulled you with his hands on your arm. Ta, did he come here in this room? Your chin wobbled and legs became jelly. This was disclosing in the worst way. His hold wasn't warming as usual. It was cold, firm, hurtful. Jan, I can explain. Yes or no? You cried being helpless. Yes. More tears dropped when you saw something broke in his eyes. Jan, but ta. Were you planning to leave me with them? A sudden feeling rushed to your stomach. Who told him all this? And how much he knows? You opened your mouth, but nothing came out. He pushed you. Ta, what was all that, Jan? Were you playing with my feelings? Jan, no. He didn't let you touch himself when you went closer. Ta, I trust you, and you had been waiting to run away. Jan, it's not like this, Taehyung. Don't take my name, don't. He grabbed your face that was wet in tears. Ta, whatever you said, I trust blindly, every single word. And you lied every time, Jan. You clenched his shirt, being afraid that he will go far away. He was yelling. His eyes were red as if he was struggling to control his tears. Ta, every single time you opened this mouth, you lied. And I believed you like a fool. Jan, I love your words died when he coughed before moving away from you. Jan, I was about to tell you that Jimin came. Ta, no, you would never tell anything until I catch you lying. You bit on your lower lip, having no words to deny. Hey, Jan, you were looking down when he held your chin and made you look into his eyes. Ta, I was sincere in all this time. And the least I was expecting from you was the same sincerity, but all went to drain. The headache came back and it was worse, but right now you wanted to clear all this. But he pulled back his hand to leave the room. Jan, no, please stay, Taehyung. You couldn't move your feet when he slammed the door after stepping out. Pulling your own hairs, you fell on your knees. Jan, I am sorry, Taehyung. Rubbing away the tears, you ran out of the room to his study, but to your dismay it was locked from the inside. Jan, Taehyung, please open the door. You weren't sure if the voice was going to the other side or not. Your hands were hurting now, but the door remained closed. Jan, I didn't play with your feelings. After begging him to open the door, you came back to your room. Jan, I destroyed all this. Your body fell on the bed and you cried with a throbbing head until all your energy drained out. Next morning, your eyes opened due to movement in the room. You saw Taehyung standing in front of the mirror. He was all ready to leave. Yan, Taehyung, your throat hurt as you had been crying. He was fastly moving his hands to pick his things. You stepped down and went to him. Jan, were you in study all night? He didn't answer, and you wanted to cry at this situation. These tears weren't letting you say a word. You wanted to tell him that why you called Jimin, but that would require to expose another mistake you had done. Jan, I am sorry, Taehyung. He didn't pay a heed. In fact, he wasn't even looking at you. Due to crying and headache, your eyes were puffy and red. Jan, I never played with your feelings. I was always sincere. Your heart shattered when he mocked a small laugh, showing that he doesn't believe us. Jan, please believe me. Da, I did. I really did. He didn't grant you a glance. Maybe he knew if he would look at you, he will be easily melted. Jan, please forgive me. He walked away to open the closet and took out something that he threw towards you. You picked them and your eyes widened. They were pictures of you and Jimin when he took you out for lunch. Da, what was I supposed to think after this? Pictures were taken at the spots when you were holding hands and when he was touching your face. Jan, it's not. Da, I waited, but you didn't tell me until I confronted you, but I still believed your every word. Da, I saw you in the club, or were you ever going to tell that? But I again believed you, Jan. You lost all the words you assembled all night to explain yourself. Yan, this is not true. Jimin, oh yeah, he is just a friend. Someone sent me these on my phone, and next day they were posted on my office door. Who do you think did that? Your dear Jimin, who is only your friend, with whom you were clubbing and having lunch. In fact, you people were planning to grow up, Yan. Stop, please. Your tears did something to his heart, and before he would be hugging you, he stormed out. All night you were thinking what to say and how to apologize, but hearing Taehyung's words, you were more broken now. At every event, he trusted you blindly, but now he repeated every scene in his mind, and the conclusion he made was killing you. Clenching the pictures in your hands, you shed more tears. To be continued. I know much didn't happen. Wait a little more. Thanks for watching. Love you, Army.